There's a piece called Chapter 12 where we dialed in some last minute changes that we weren't really sure were going to be easily doable, at this point in the development. It's designed to sound dramatically silent. And then the music is supposed to come in just the way it's supposed to sound, and we'll see if it does.
Stuck on an airplane all day to be seen. What's the perfect place? What's the perfect length? He asked of me.
Be able to play music is always a blessing, but to be able to play with people that you really care about, not just great music, but great music with great lyrics in a beautiful place, man. This is a blast. I mean, this is what makes it all worthwhile.
Music is a cool sort of like lens to filter life experience through, things that you witness, things that you go through. Like there's different kinds of inspiration at work when it comes to making music for me.
What's the perfect?
As a creative person, it's not as much fun to play other people's music. If you have a stake in it, if it's partially your music, you can get behind it, and you can believe in the words that you're singing. And you don't have to imagine what the singer was or what the lyricist was writing about, because you know it. You're living it, and you're expressing that through the stage or on the stage for other people.
It sounds like tune back in. I mean,
when it comes to do a live show, I still have to like go back and like relearn the song, and I'm like, what am I doing there? What is that chord change? And that's interesting, But there are so many other songs that I've written since then that it's like hard to keep it all straight. This is like the first full show that we've done. We've hardly ever played together before at all, since it's been like a virtual project, but we haven't played this material together. So yesterday we were having a rehearsal, but it was like so much more than a rehearsal because we were trying to figure out how to present these songs live. How can we best like represent the song in the live setting with what we have just between the four of us.
Leading notes in favor of white space. When extended silence.
We rely on eye contact, not only like energetically, but for hey, that part's coming up. Are you ready? Is everybody on the same page? So it's really important for us to be able to see each other. So it's sort of like a half circle. And when you have a drummer as amazing as Ernie, you definitely do not want him behind anyone. So it's nice to have him sort of more in the front, and then we kind of swing around from him. But everything starts with Ernie.
What's the perfect place? What's the perfect length? He asked of me.
What do you call a guy who hangs out with musicians?
To make the verse that much stronger than the music.
That's really hard to say to Ernie fucking
Yeah.
That's a good one.
there is no laugh like that at another's expense.
What's the difference between a bass player and a dead dog on the side of the road?
The dog on the side of the road is on his way to the gig. What's the real answer?
There's skid marks in front of the dog.
To span a song's chasm. What's the perfect?
You know what, man? When I was younger, it used to be nerve-wracking. Now I enjoy moments when it's like we don't know what's going to happen. That's when you have to really depend on your experience, depend on your teammates, your bandmates, and the main thing is just to have fun. There's going to be screw-ups, but man, if you're feeling the music, nothing to worry about. It's going to work out. So yeah, tonight in Chapter 12, these breaks, we don't know how long they're going to be, but man, who cares?
He shared an earbud, shoved his charts on my tray. Stuck on an airplane, listening to all day. He's charting the time, the length of the.
Oh, it's so funny. Like, I'm always writing songs. Like, even if I'm walking past a car, I'll like read the license plate. It'll be like 736 KHT, and I'm like 736 KHT. You know, just like, I mean, not always that melody, but just whatever comes to mind.
I practice in my head without an instrument in my hand, and I will visualize where my fingers need to go.
My father said that when I was like still in the crib, whenever there was music on, I would always kick my arms and legs. And so at 3 years old, he bought me a drum set.
There's been a lot of times where I will take some friends and instruments out to a cabin in the middle of nowhere and just record a bunch of stuff off the cuff and then bring all that stuff home and make an album out of it.
All day to be seen. Stretch on down through all my January and all my December. I'm more valuable, I'll never remember.
It actually comes from a literary work. The story is about an autistic child who becomes fascinated with what happens with breaks in rock and roll music when the music stops. And so we have taken full advantage of that.
Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, Bob. Bring it in, Bob. He didn't play sports.
Just have some fun and let it fucking rip. Cool, we're always about swagger.
We can do that.
I would love to have been on your team.
Stop the music.